Welcome to All Things Social Security. My name is Stephanie Joy of Joy Disability. I am a Social Security disability attorney, and I would like to invite you to watch our daily video tips on the Social Security disability and SSI claims process each day at the new time of noon Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube on this channel. And on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have our live Q&A live stream. So you are welcome to join that as well. Ask your questions, get there on time, and you'll be one of the first answered. Thanks so much and have a great day. Enjoy the video. Hello. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. I am just being the messenger, sharing a report from the Social Security Administration. This actually came out 2 weeks ago, but I just did not have time to get to it. I was kind of enjoying it though when I read it, when it arrived to me from the SSA directly. All right, so July 8th, 2025, this was the announcement. They were announcing the significant process, and I'm pulling quotes here, in its ongoing efforts to improve customer service while handling record transaction volumes. And the key milestones they wanted to point out were completing over 3.1 million payments to all who were entitled under the Social Security Fairness Act 5 months ahead of schedule. As you know, a massive chunk of those were done in that first month, despite the previous estimate last year that it would take a year. So by like end of March, they had a ton of it done. And I guess it looks like the rest of it has been completed already. They say they are continuing to upgrade the SSA's telephone technology nationwide, deploying the platform to 841 field offices, representing 70% of field offices nationwide. So apparently that didn't exist before. So interesting that now we're finally getting some technology with the phoning here in 2025. Okay, reducing the average speed of answer, and that's in parentheses ASA, average speed of answer, on the 800 number to 13 minutes, a 35% reduction compared to this time last year, and over a 50% reduction compared to last year's annual average. That's really big, particularly when I still see on various SSA field office number, phone number for the field office locator site. Many of the zip coded Social Security field offices continue to not share to the public their phone number, their local phone number. When I see that they put the 800 number there as if it's their phone number, it is nothing short of insulting, and I can't stand it. Not all the field offices are do that, so apparently there is some local discretion, but for the offices, and I'll just say it right here, that feel the need to do that, there's something you're not doing right in your field office. There just is. Okay, and whether or not that's a manager problem might not be. It might be from above that field office, district, who knows. The next thing was optimizing technology on the 800 number so that 90% of calls handled are now served via automated self-service options or convenient callbacks, minimizing hold times. So that's cool right there. 80%, I don't know what it was before. I don't mind if I call a number to get a piece of information and I can get it by menu driven, as long as the menu driven actually works. I don't mind a callback system where it knows the number you are at and it will call you back and it tells you approximately how many minutes. That's ideal also. I don't like when you sit on hold for 2 hours and waste your day. One or the other. You got to let people go on with their day. Next thing on the bullet list is implementing a new service model in field offices that has reduced wait times about 10% for all customers year over year. Very good. 10%, we'll take it. Let's hope that gets up to, I don't know, 75, 80% maybe. Next bullet point, decreasing the initial disability claims backlog by 25% from a record high of 1.2 million cases pending last summer to 950,000 cases pending today. Now this is in I don't know if it's in contrast to, or these just came out at different times. I have read someplace, and if I can find it, I will get it. That 950 cases pending today is now down to 850,000. So that clearly all happened in the last few months even. So that's fantastic. It also kind of flies in the face of all the fears and concerns about longer wait times because, oh, they're slashing staff. And, you know, the people that didn't read thoroughly on the details of where staffing was being reduced would have known that it's not from the customer-facing areas or those working on actual claims. Yeah, it was more of the foo-foo areas. Achieving a historic low, this is the next bullet point, of approximately 276,000 disability hearings pending with, wow, a historic low, with customers experiencing wait times 60 days shorter than last summer. Well, there you have it. That's a historic low. I'm glad to hear that. I wouldn't have known what the number was. I wouldn't have recalled, but they're saying it's a historic low, so apparently it's always been higher. And then they have a last bullet point saying upgrading the My Social Security online portal to provide uninterrupted 24/7 access to customers starting mid-July. Okay, so I guess that what that means is prior to this month of July we're in, the My Social Security online portal access that you all have was not 24/7 over these last years. So it's very nice that they're making it 24/7. So these are all really major things, I would say, truly, in such a short period of time. But it kind of shows what you can do when you're actually trying. When there's a will, there's a way, right? As long as there's not too much obstruction. I think the rest is just like the commissioner babbling and blah, blah. I just like to see the facts. So I don't really care what the rhetoric that will be attached to it is about how the American people have waited long enough. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's just anything at the end adding to what more might be going on. I don't see it, but those are pretty huge milestones. I am impressed to say the least, and it is a very, very, very good start. I'd say in terms of starts, it's an A plus. Just don't drop the ball. You know, you got 3.5 years, so use them wisely. Okay, bye guys. Hello again. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful, if not just a little bit informative. In the event you have a Social Security question you want addressed, please feel free to make a comment below and ask the question, even if nothing to do with this particular video. And just a quick, again, reminder, we have our daily video shares and tips around noon every day of the week. And on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have our live Q&A session where you can come in live and enter your questions in the chat. And we all pretty much have a good time for an hour or two. I look forward to seeing you there, hopefully. And lastly, don't forget about our benefactor memberships. They're very reasonably priced. The first one is very nominal and you get a few perks, but on a bigger scale, it contributes to us being able to fulfill a mission of assisting certain people with representation that would otherwise not be able to get it. We look forward to continuing to do that. And so far it's working out like the bomb. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Bye-bye now.